September 1942, Stalingrad. The city is 99% destroyed. Every street is a battlefield, every building a fortress. The average Soviet soldier survives 24 hours. In the center of the city stands one apartment building, 4 stories, overlooking 9th of January Square. Tactically important. Both sides want it. But this building will become different from every other building in Stalingrad. Not because of its size, not because of its location, but because of what's about to happen inside it. A story so remarkable that decades later, people will struggle to believe it actually occurred. A defense so stubborn that the comparison seems impossible. This is Pavlov's house, and this is how it began. September 27th, 1942. Morning. Sergeant Yakov Pavlov receives orders. Take the 4-story apartment building overlooking the square. Intelligence says German forces occupy it. How many? Unknown. Pavlov assembles 4 soldiers. They approach through the rubble. The building looms ahead. Windows dark. Could be empty. Could be heavily defended. Pavlov signals. His men rush forward. A grenade through the ground floor window. Explosion. They charge through the smoke. Inside, brief firefight. German defenders retreat upward. Pavlov's team clears room by room. Ground floor, first floor, second floor. By afternoon, the building is theirs. Pavlov radios back to his commander. Building secured. 4 floors clear. The commander's response is simple. Good. Now hold it. Pavlov asks the obvious question. How long? The answer will surprise everyone. Days 2 and 3. Reinforcements arrive. Pavlov's force grows from 5 to 25 soldiers. The building transforms. Every window becomes a firing position. Furniture barricades doorways. Machine guns cover all approaches. An anti-tank rifle positions on the 3rd floor. The basement becomes an ammunition depot. Pavlov organizes his defense. He divides the building into sectors. North wall, 6 men. East wall, 7 men. South wall, 6 men. West wall, 6 men. Every angle covered, every approach watched. On the roof, observers scan the ruins. They can see German positions just 50 meters away, close enough to hear them talking. The building is ready. The question now, ready for what? How long will they need to hold? Day 5. September 30th dawn. The lookout on the roof spots movement. German infantry emerging from the ruins. 30 men, maybe more. They advance toward the house in formation. Inside, Pavlov watches them approach. He orders his men to hold fire. Wait, let them get closer. The Germans reach the square. 25 meters, 20, 15, now. Machine guns open fire from multiple windows. The Germans are caught in the open. No cover. They scatter, diving behind rubble. Some don't make it. They return fire, bullets hammering the building's walls. A grenade explodes near a 2nd floor window. The defender staggers back, ears ringing. Another soldier takes his place. 15 minutes of intense fighting. Then the Germans withdraw, dragging their wounded. First assault. Repelled. But both sides understand something now. This is just the beginning. Day 15. October 12th. 2 weeks of constant fighting. Small arms attacks repelled, grenades, mortars. But now the Germans try something different. A Panzer III tank emerges from the ruins. Its gun swivels toward the building. The defenders on the 3rd floor freeze. A tank. This is different. The tank fires. The shell slams into the west wall. Massive explosion. Bricks and mortar spray everywhere. A hole opens in the wall, but the building stands. On the third floor, Afanasyev grabs the anti-tank rifle. He takes aim through the dust and smoke. Fires. The recoil nearly knocks him over. Miss. The tank keeps advancing. He reloads, aims again, fires. Direct hit. The tank's track breaks. It stops, smoking. The crew abandons it. The building still stands. Day 15. Week 3. The front line has frozen. German forces surround the building at incredibly close range. The nearest position, just 8 meters away. That's the width of 2 cars. You can hear them talking, smell their cigarettes, see their faces. At night, Soviet soldiers crawl through no man's land on supply runs. They move between German and Soviet positions, separated by only a few meters. One sound, one mistake, means death. Snipers dominate. Every window is covered, every movement tracked. Grenades fly back and forth like conversation. Sometimes Soviet defenders kick German grenades back out windows before they explode. It's a stalemate. Too close to attack, too close to retreat. Just existence, survival. Another day in Pavlov's house. Why does this one building matter so much? Why do both sides commit so many resources to 4 floors of ruined apartment? Location. The building overlooks 9th January Square. From its roof and windows, observers can see the entire sector. The Volga River to the east, Soviet supply lifeline. German positions to the west and south. Every movement, every position. Pavlov's men call in artillery coordinates daily. German tank movements, infantry concentrations, supply convoys. From this building, Soviet artillery can hit targets across the German rear. If the Germans take the house, they gain these same advantages. They cut Soviet observation. They threaten Volga supply routes. They establish a strong point for further advance. This is why neither side can abandon it. This is why the fight continues. One building, massive strategic impact, week after week. Day 30, October 27th, 1 month of fighting. Supplies run critically low, ammunition, food, water, medical supplies. Everything must come from across the Volga, through German-controlled ruins, at night. 3 soldiers volunteer for the supply run. They leave at midnight, 40 kilograms of supplies each on their backs, 200 meters to cross. Sounds easy, it's not. They crawl through debris. German positions surround them. One sound means death. A flare shoots up, freezing them in bright light. They don't move, don't breathe. The flare fades. A German patrol passes 10 meters away. The suppliers press flat against broken concrete. Hearts pounding. The Germans move on. Finally, they reach the house. Sprint the last stretch. Dive through the basement entrance. Safe. The supplies delivered. Another night survived. Week after week, the Germans attack. Infantry assaults, tank attacks, artillery bombardments, grenades, mortars, everything they have. The building takes punishment. Walls crumble, floors collapse. But it stands. The defenders hold. By early November, German casualties from attacking this single building exceed 1,000 soldiers. 1,000 for one apartment building. To understand that number, in June 1940, Germany captured all of Paris, the entire city, with roughly 600 casualties. This one house in Stalingrad cost them more men than taking Paris. The German command realizes the truth. They can't take this building. Not with infantry, not with tanks, not without catastrophic losses. The house has become a symbol, and symbols are hard to destroy. November 19th, 1942, day 53 in Pavlov's house. The defenders wake to massive artillery fire, but it's different. The sound comes from beyond German lines, not aimed at them. Radio confirms, Operation Uranus has begun. 1 million Soviet troops launching a massive counter-offensive, encircling the entire German 6th Army. The Germans who've been besieging Pavlov's house are now themselves surrounded. The pressure on the building decreases. German attacks stop. Not because they've given up, but because suddenly they're fighting for their own survival. The hunters have become the hunted. The defenders watch German positions begin to empty, troops and equipment moving to face the new threat. After 53 days, the siege is breaking, but Pavlov's orders haven't changed. Hold the building. So they do. November 25th, 1942. Soviet forces link up with Pavlov's house. Fresh troops arrive. They see the building. Walls breached, floors collapsed, every surface pockmarked with bullets and shrapnel. Yet it stands, and the defenders still hold it. The relief commander enters what remains of the basement. He sees Pavlov's men, exhausted, ammunition nearly gone, supplies depleted, but alive, still fighting, still holding. The commander salutes, a gesture of respect. These men held this position through everything the Germans could throw at them. Week after week, attack after attack. "You held," the commander says. Pavlov nods. Orders were to hold. The question everyone's thinking, exactly how long did they hold? 60 days. From September 27th to November 25th, 1942, 2 months. 25 soldiers defending one apartment building against an entire German division. German forces lost more men attacking this single house than they lost capturing all of Paris. The comparison seems impossible, but the records confirm it. Pavlov's house became a symbol, not just in Stalingrad, but throughout the Soviet Union. It proved that determination could overcome overwhelming force. That position and will matter more than numbers. After the war, Yakov Pavlov received the title Hero of the Soviet Union. The building was rebuilt, a memorial wall installed. The story remembered, 60 days, 4 floors, 25 men, one house that changed the Battle of Stalingrad. This is Pavlov's house. This is how legends are made.